So, I want to talk about something off topic that I usually don't talk about. And let me tell everybody out there this is not, I repeat, this is not a conspiracy theory. It's not a conspiracy theory. And the reason I know is because I have tested it. I have done it myself. I have had a phone around me, and I have used a 4G phone and then a 5G phone. And I know for me, I've tested this many times. I've tested this myself. I can't give you proof to, you just have to trust my word on this. But I'm telling you, 5G has got to go. You got to get it away from you. I know for me, this phone, as soon as I get the money to get a 4G phone, whenever I do get some together where I can get one, I'm going back to 4G. Because let me tell you something. Every time I do a video, now the phone's about 2 feet away from me right now, so it's not that close. But every time I'm doing a video where I'm sitting in this chair and I'm speaking and I have it next to my face about, a foot or so, I don't know how far, but my eye, and it's always my right eye will start burning really bad. I'll start getting a slight headache. And my chest will literally, it'll feel, I can't explain the sensation. It's almost like it's not a burning sensation. It's just a sensation that it's like your chest is getting like this warm feeling. And I can feel it in my throat. I'm telling you, this shit, they say that it doesn't affect anything, but it does. It warms. If you do information on this, anything that warms you up, it's affecting you. It's affecting your body. If it's warming your head or your face or your eyes, it's affecting something. And I'm telling you, I was, I just made a couple videos and I have a headache. I have a headache right now. And I just got this phone away from me somewhat, and my eye isn't burning like that anymore because it's like 2 feet away from me. But when I'm doing a video like this, my eye starts to burn. I get all these symptoms, and I know because I've tested the 4G phone to see if it does this. And the 4G phones, they slightly have that effect on my eye and stuff, but not like 5G. Not like 5G phones. I'm telling you, if you are hypersensitive like I am to stuff, I know this for a fact because when I have this phone next to me here, I've been wondering, why am I getting these headaches? Why is my eyes burning? Like, why am I getting these symptoms? Right when I turn the phone off, it goes away. The headache goes away. The burning in my right eye goes away. The feeling in my chest goes away. I can breathe better. I swear to goodness, I am not lying to people. It affects my breathing. I'm telling you, this is not bullshit. And it might not be for everybody because you might be young or you might have a good immune system. You might be different. But I know for me, and it's just like with this Wi-Fi shit, these signals that are going through your body and hitting your skin and shit. I know when I'm on the computer all day, I start getting headaches too. And I get that same kind of feeling, like my eyes and shit are burning and shit. And then when I'm not on it, it goes away. And then I have literally been, and people will go, "Oh, that's in your head. You're thinking that and whatever." No, listen, I have tested this stuff out, and there is even stories of high schools that have 5G towers and other things, and their students are getting nosebleeds and they got headaches and their eye, it's the same symptoms. I'm telling you, these 5G phones, this shit is dangerous. Do not endorse this stuff. Do not endorse this stuff. Like these satellites they're putting around, they're gonna fry us, dude. It's gonna fry our brains. I'm literally right now, because this is the only phone that I have that I can make videos and then upload them right away, because of course the LG phone I got that's a 4G phone that I wanted to use, of course, that doesn't, it was a 3G phone. They sent me the wrong phone and I never took it back because I didn't trust the person I got it from anyway. So I might have got double beat anyway taking it back. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to keep it. I'm just going to record videos with it. But it's a pain in the ass. But it does have a better camera on the back than this piece of crap Samsung, whatever it is, camera, A52, some crap. It's garbage. It's a garbage phone. The only thing that's good is the selfie camera. That's it. The camera I'm using now. And that ain't even that good. And I forgot to put the light in the video, but I'm not worried about making this video look pretty, because it's not a pretty video. And I'm telling you, this stuff's real. It's not, this is not a conspiracy theory. Don't let these people lie. The reason that they lie to you is because they want to make profit. And I have used 5G. It's not faster than 4G. I've been using it now. It's slower. It's slower than 4G. I swear to goodness. My 4G phone was faster than the 5G. Now, I don't know if it's just this phone and how garbage this phone is, but I'm telling you, this stuff's for real. It's not a joke. And this is why I wanted to use the 4G LG G6 phone, which is a lot better camera on the back, but the front camera sucks. But anytime I make content on that camera, I have to put it into the computer. I have to export it. I got to import it into the computer. Then I got to export it into the Windows video editor. I got to put the videos together because they cut off at 20 some 30 minutes. And then I got to upload it to YouTube. I mean, it's like 3 different things I have to do to get the video onto YouTube. You know what I mean? It's not like it just happens like that. And that's why I don't really want to use it, because it would just be nice if I could record the video and press upload and it would upload the video. But I can't do that because that phone doesn't hold so much time. And this phone, I can do really long videos. I can do like hour some long videos, as long as I have space to do it on here. And, of course, this phone, it's a better phone, but it's a 5G phone. And I was desperate like a year ago or so, and I needed to get a phone, and my desperation, oh, here's another symptom that it does. I get this weird taste. I get this weird feeling in my mouth and throat. I swear to goodness. Right now, it's starting to go down a little bit. And even me doing this video right now of it being this far away, I can still feel my right eye burning a little bit. I can still feel that feeling. It's like a burning sensation. If any of you are feeling this with your 5G phones, write it in the comment. There has to be somebody else out there feeling what I'm feeling. There has to be. It can't just be me. There's no way that it's just me. There's no way possible it's just me. Because I know I tested this. I tested it out. And we need to say no to these faster speeds. Because another reason why I did this video, faster is not better. This is our problem today. We want things to be so lightning fast. We are losing our attention spans more and more and more because we want it quicker, quicker, quicker. I mean, how quick do we want things to be? How unappreciative are we to sit there and wait a second or two for something to come on? I mean, it's like it's not even a surprise. Like, it's just touch the button, boom, it's there. And it's like we are in the age, we are literally in the age where we need to make a decision to say yes to more, more, more. Give me faster, 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 better, better, better. Or we need to say, look, it needs to stop here and we need to work with what we got. 4G was enough. 4G was more than enough. It was more than enough. And see, the thing is, it's just we're not appreciative. We're not thankful with what we already have. And we need more and better and more and better. It's just like sound quality, sound audio. 48 kilohertz is enough for a recording. And then they got 96 kilohertz. I think there's 128 kilohertz, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure that's the exact number, but there's 44.1, 16-bit, 24-bit. There's 48 kilohertz, 16, 24-bit. There's the next one, I think the next one is 96 or 92. I forget if it's 92 or 96. I think it's 96, 16, 24-bit. I mean, come on. 48, 16, or 24 is enough. It's just overkill. It's overkill. And then see what's going to start happening. All because it's more. Everybody's going to go, oh, well, I want that because it's the new thing. It's better. And then it's the popular thing. So give me the better, the better, the better. And 96 even sounds worse than 48, most musicians say. So it's not getting better. It's just like people, and I am not crapping on people that buy music equipment and stuff, because I buy it too. I love it too. But it's just like someone that's looking for better, 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 when they already have a ton of sounds on one synthesizer workstation to work with. They want to go to the next one and say, oh, I need more. I need another one, another one, another. That's not going to make your music better. That's not going to make your craft better. That's not going to make you a better musician. I'm telling you, I have made some of the best music that I have ever made in my life with the Roland JDXi. It's a $500 mini key synth with 167 sounds, 168 sounds, and like 481 drum sounds. I have made the best beats that I ever made with that thing, and it got two synth tracks, one drum track, and one analog track. It's 4 tracks with the drum track. And then we have these things where we can have 16 tracks, 32, 64, 128 tracks. It's overkill. It's overkill. Just like 5G is overkill. And I'm telling you right now, it is killing people. I'm telling you, people are going to get cancer from this shit. I'm telling you. Listen to what I'm telling you. They're going to prove sooner or later that 5G can give people cancer. I guarantee you. And as soon as I get the money that I need to get a phone, a 4G phone that I can use, I'm going back to 4G. Even 4G's bad. Wi-Fi, 4G, this shit is all no good for us. It's all no good for the human brain. It's all no good for the human body. And this phone, I said to myself, I do not want to get a 5G phone. I even said to the lady, I said, are you serious? You don't have a 4G one? Because I was so in a rush and I wasn't patient and I just got it. See what I'm saying? All because I wasn't patient and I couldn't wait to get another phone because see, this is how it does. You just know it got to be now. It got to be now. It has to be right now. If it's not now, and this is the way that most of us are. And it's just the truth. If you're anybody that can admit it to yourself, we know that we cannot pay attention for more than, a couple seconds. People cannot, and then somebody called my channel boring. No, it's just because their attention span is next to nothing because they're probably so used to watching memes. They're probably so used to watching short clips on YouTube. They're so used to getting a quick dopamine fix that they can't pay attention for more than a couple minutes. I'm not saying that I'm the most patient guy in the world, but I can sit and I can listen to an hour-long video of somebody talking about something. I can sit and watch a video that is an hour long with somebody speaking. I can watch an Alan Watts video. I can watch an Osho video. I can watch an Arthur Arcturus video. I can watch a Flirting with Disaster video. I can watch, something on anything. I can sit there and I can watch a whole video. Because I don't watch TV anyway. There's once in a blue moon where I do click on YouTube shorts, but they are just 99% of them, 98% of them, and I'm just being fair here. I mean, really, it's almost, I don't even know why I watch it really, but it's just videos of people acting whatever, crazy, and just doing all these things for attention and saying, look at me. And there's just nothing productive. There's nobody really doing anything. There's nobody that got a craft or is showing you how to make something, or it's just all this stuff saying, look at me, look at me, look at me, ain't I cool? And it just becomes this thing where people are getting these stupid dopamine hits that they're watching people do these things and then they're doing it. They're falling into that by doing it. Now I know it. I know there's going to be people out there that disagree with what I'm saying because you might watch this stuff and you might enjoy video, you might enjoy something. I'm speaking about for me. I'm not speaking for you and your situation. I'm not speaking for you and what you watch. You watch what you watch. I'm talking about what I watch and what I see. I know that it's just, to me, it's trash. It's just not doing anything to make me a more productive person. I'm not learning anything. I'm not gaining any information. It's not making me more intelligent. I'm telling you, we are not getting smarter today. We are not getting smarter today. We are literally getting dumber and dumber and dumber and more dumbed down. But see, people think that my channel is a depressing channel. I'm not trying to depress people. I'm being honest with people. I'm looking for people that, the people that just want to come here to listen to my channel, that's cool. Please come here and keep listening to my channel. But the things that I look for myself is I look for creative people. I look for people with a craft. I look for people that got something going for them. I look for people that are, making a change in the world. I look for people that are intelligent, that are looking into things, that can tell me something that I can learn from. You understand what I mean? Because if I don't have anything to learn from that person, why am I going to be around them? Why am I going to associate myself with somebody if they ain't got nothing going at all? There's this clip that 50 Cent got, and he said, you ain't got nothing going, you ain't got nothing to whatever, so why would I mess with you? Why would I have you around me if we're just going to be sitting there twiddling each other's thumbs and there's nothing to learn, nothing to do, nothing's going on. What are we going to sit there and do? Eat potato chips and watch TV? You know what I'm saying? I know it sounds blunt and it sounds like I'm forcing people to do whatever. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying I'm to the point where I want to learn things. I want to be involved with something that someone is building something. Somebody is doing something fun and creative that I can resonate with. If I don't resonate with it, then I don't want to be around it. There's no reason for me to be around it. If I don't click with it, there's no reason for me to be around it. You know, if y'all don't resonate with me as a person, then there's no reason for those people to be here listening to my channel. If I'm making you worse and I'm making you depressed and I'm making you all these things, then I would even say politely, because I care, I would say that it's probably better that whoever's listening doesn't watch my channel, because I don't want to do that with people. I'm not trying to do that. I want people to enjoy their lives. I want people to do something with their lives. I want people to live while they're here. I want people to make a change. I want activists. I want smart, knowledgeable people. I want people that will take accountability. You know, people that are artists and creators, but yet they're not just looking for this clout and attention like social media. It gotta be that they really want to do that. They really have to want to do that for themselves. And if I don't see that in someone, and I'm just speaking in general, if I'm watching something online or on YouTube and I see that someone's just doing it to impress people, I want nothing to do with them, because I know what they're doing it for. They're doing it to impress people. They're doing it for validation. They're doing it to say, look at me, ain't I great in doing something? And more than likely, they might not even want to do it. They're just doing it for the sake, because they think others want them to do it. I don't do it for that. I do what I do because I really like doing what I'm doing. That's me through and through. That's the genuine person. I'm not putting on to say, oh, look at me, don't I fit in here? You see, and this fitting in thing is complete bullshit. I don't want to fit in anywhere because I don't fit in anywhere. And I can't even really say that I'm a black sheep or an outcast. I'm me. I don't go by what other people are doing. And this is what most people, they can't understand. They don't get about someone like me that is a neutral man, that is a 0%er. I do not fit in anywhere. I am of my own. I don't even say I'm of my own kind, because then I'm labeling myself again. I'm putting myself in a category again. And I'm of the category of no category. I am the label of no label. I literally am the name of no name. That's what the SBN moniker means. It's hard. I know it's hard to understand with this. I know it's very contradicting, but the contradiction is where you understand everything. That's where you have looked down on both sides of every situation, and you have examined and studied and looked into it for yourself. So you have a bird's eye view of this thing, and you can look up to and have a fish that can see through the water kind of scene. And that's where I want to be. I always was the middleman in everything. I was always the one where when people were having a problem, they came to me to talk about it. The one, oh, this person hated this person. This person wanted to fight this person. This person had a problem with this person. They both came to me in the situation because they knew that I was a peacemaker, but they knew that I wasn't going to take no shit either. So that's why they came to me, because they knew that I wouldn't lie, but they knew that I wouldn't spread strife either, you see. So anyway, this went off from what I was talking about with this 5G stuff. But I am telling you, I do not support 5G stuff at all. At all. I don't care if Michael Jordan's representing it. I don't care if Tina Turner's representing it. I don't care whoever's representing it. I don't care. I'm telling you, it is dangerous. It is causing problems, and it's going to cause problems. It's going to cause problems. I'm telling you, I know. I'm not crazy here. I am not crazy. And if you go and you look up what 5G does, it warms you up. It warms, if you're right next to it, it's warming you up. That's not good. That's microwaving your brain. It's microwaving your throat. It's microwaving your eyes. Before I got on this video and I was close to my phone, my head's not hurting that much anymore because the phone's about 2 feet away. So I'm not being fried right now. If I was like this, if I was close, about 7, 8 inches away, my eye would start burning, my head would start aching, my throat would feel weird, my mouth would have this taste, and my chest, I'd start breathing funny. And it's dissipating. So I'm telling you, just yet again, it's just, I hate to be the warning guy or the guy that seems like a fatherly figure telling you things, but you know what? We need more people like that in the world today. See, people look at this like that's not the cool thing to do. It's not cool to be like that. Why are you being so serious about things? Lighten up. Quit being serious. Just, go out and do whatever. See, that's people that don't care, that just say, go do whatever you want to do. Just go be irresponsible and just go do all these things. Don't care for your health or your body. Don't do any of those things. It doesn't matter. You're going to die anyway. And see, these are the people that don't care for people. They don't care about people. They don't care about themselves. They don't care about their own health. They don't care about anything. They're just oblivious to everything. And anytime I know something, I'm going to tell people because I care. I care for these kinds of things. So I'm going to talk about these kinds of things. Even if people don't want to hear it, or if they don't think it's the cool thing, or it's, oh, you're just, my goodness, stop taking everything so serious. You're too serious about things. You're depressing me. See, this is just a lack of discernment and knowledge when people say stuff like this. And we're talking about our health here. We're talking about our life. We're talking about our well-being. We're talking about our minds. It's almost like a lot of people, what I noticed is mankind is addicted to suffering. They're addicted to negative things. They're addicted to gossip. They're addicted to violence. They're addicted to, if you tell them something's killing them, they go and get more of what's killing them. It is a literal oxymoron conundrum that I see the world in. And we don't even realize how much of a vice grip that we're really in because nobody's listening. Everybody's pride is too strong. Everybody's attention span is too little. See, nobody wants to go the frugal way, the straight and narrow way. Nobody wants to go, well, I forgot the other way. I was going to say like 2 more of them in my head, but I forgot what I was saying. Because yet again, I make these videos raw for people. I make these videos authentic. I make these videos like you're actually speaking to someone face to face. You see, I don't want to edit my videos. I don't want to do all that, take all that extra time to please somebody else or to make my channel, there's people that literally, and I'm ending on this, there's people that literally edit their videos because they paused to think about something. Like right now, if there was another channel that said, well, what do I want to say next? See, there's people that will literally click away because they think that someone's going to click away, but that's actually what people like, is when you do pause, is when you do give it a breather, because it's human. It's the lack of human element in the content. See, this is another thing that I want to bring back. I want to bring back the human element, the down to earthness. I'm not talking about the human element as in the foolishness, the corruption, the stupidity of man. I'm talking about the side of us that you're just sitting there with someone. I mean, there's what somebody said, something like, sometimes all it takes is for you to be around someone for them to feel better. All it takes is a couple words. All it takes is a sentence or two. You can tell someone something like, look, what's going on with you? What's going on with you? No, don't tell me you're okay. Don't tell me everything's fine. What's going on with you? See, some people will just say that, and then the person will go, oh, I'm okay. Everything's all right. Everything's fine. Oh, it's okay. I'm getting by. Like and they know that they don't really mean that, because they don't want to get into a discussion with the person, because they don't want to get real. They don't want to really talk about what they're really feeling or what they're thinking. This is the day and age we're in. And we've been in this for a while. It hasn't just started. We've been in this, this kind of daily mask and facade lingo that we're in. This has been going on for generations. I mean, generations. When you're talking about something being brutally real, even though they were evil people, you're talking about like Mayans and people back in the day. They didn't play these games. They didn't put this on for each other. They were brutally honest with stuff because they were in a tribe of people. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't this thing that's going on today. It wasn't this. And in order for me to explain that, that would take a whole video in and of itself. But anyway, since I've been doing this video, it's 33 minutes in, and my eye still has a weird whatever, but it's not burning like it was. My head is not aching like it just was 30 minutes ago. I swear to goodness, since I've been on this video, my throat doesn't have that weird feeling. I'm telling you, my chest doesn't have that feeling because I'm a couple feet away from the phone now. I'm not right up on the phone. And even when I have it in my ear, I can literally feel my ear warming up, and just my head starts feeling funny. I get these. Did you ever get that in your ear while you're on the phone? I'm telling you, I get these loud, and then I feel this like lightheadedness in my head. I was on the phone with my mom or someone. I forget how long ago it was, but I had one of the biggest dizzy spells that I've ever got in my life. I was on the phone for a while, and all of a sudden, it just went, and it was like, and it just, my head got lightheaded. And I said, what the hell? I said, look, I just got really lightheaded on the phone. And I'm telling you, it is this 5G stuff. There is no reason that we need 5G. No reason. 4G was enough. We just weren't grateful and thankful enough. We weren't appreciative enough. We need faster, 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 more, 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 more. When really less is more. The straight and narrow path is more. Being frugal is more. Going the back road instead of the highway is more. Everybody wants to go the highway. Everybody wants to take the broad path to destruction. Everybody wants to do this, and then we wonder why the structure is going to cave in. We wonder why things are going to go to shit. We wonder why the things are happening to us that happen to us. We wonder why we're sick. You know, my brother just texted me saying, my stomach's hurting again. And I told him time after time after time after time, I said, it is something you're eating. It's the things you're eating that's making you like that. I said the same thing to my mom, but she's still eating all the junk food. She's still eating all the food. And I said, well, I can't help you. I gave you the answer. I gave you the resolution. I told them things I eat and I told them my diet, but they don't want to change it. They don't want to change it. They don't want to change it. So therefore, it's going to stay how it is. I can't feel bad. I don't feel bad. I give people an answer and I tell them, look, if you don't want your stomach to hurt, you have to stop eating either gluten, soy, sugar, milk. There's something making it do that. But when you tell people there's always an excuse, there's always the denial there, there's always the hypocrisy. It's even with my own people. I do this with my own family and they're in denial. They're in denial. My mom gets phlegm in her throat and I said it's from either the gluten, the dairy, or the sugar. I guarantee you it's from that because I know when I start eating sugary shit, and I start eating a lot of certain things, I get the same symptoms. But it's always an excuse. Oh, well, I haven't been eating a lot of stuff. Oh, well, it's just always something. It's always something to cover up what's really going on. And then we complain about why we feel like we do and why what's going on with us keeps going on with us because nobody changes it. But yet they complain about it. And this is the same thing I talk about with people that are negative all the time. They complain about the negativity. They complain about life. They complain about this, about that. They point the finger. They're mad at everything, but yet they don't want to change anything. And you cannot do anything for these people. They're either going to stay in their denial and they're not going to change, or they're going to change, or they're not going to change. You cannot do anything for them. I'm telling you, don't waste your energy. You can tell them about it. You can speak to them. But when you know that it's sapping your energy, you got to stop doing it because it's something I had to learn for myself. You cannot help anybody that doesn't want to help themselves. You can't do it. It's impossible. And I've been trying to help people, and I don't want to use the word try. I've been helping people. I've been telling people things and they just don't listen. And then sometimes when you tell them things, they get offended by things because they don't want to change what they're in denial of, and they get offended by it. It's just, you can't help those who don't want to help themselves. And this is why I'm telling you this, is because if you're having these symptoms, I know for me, I'm not going to beat myself over the head. I'm going back to a 4G phone. I'm not using 5G phones. I'm using this phone until I can get another one. And in the meantime, when I can, I will use the LG phone that I have. But it's just a pain in the butt using it. So sometimes I get lazy and I don't want to use it, so I don't do whatever, and on and on and on. But anyway, it's just another warning, and I will be giving you way more of these because I care for people out there. I care for myself. I care for my health. I care to learn. I care to know things. See, this is what our minds should be thinking about, but most people, they're not even thinking about stuff like this because they don't care. They don't care about themselves and they don't care about people. And it's just really a shame why we got to live like that. It's really, really a shame why we got to live like that amongst each other. It makes no sense. This is why we got to get back to servitude. We got to get back to helping one another instead of breaking each other down and tearing each other apart and gossiping about each other. We have got to stop this. This is why I keep making these videos, because I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. I can't stop, because there's someone that needs to hear this stuff. I know it gets old. It gets old me talking about this. I'm kind of out of things to say about these things, but it's still got to be said. It still has to be said, because if there isn't people talking about it and spreading the awareness, people are not going to know about it. If there isn't someone doing it, and people just say, oh, well, there's other people out there doing it. No, there isn't. There isn't other people out there doing it. Oh, there's other people out there spreading word, and there's other people out there feeding the homeless, and there's other people out there doing all those things. We don't got to worry about it. They are the problem. Those people are the problem, and they're their own problem, but they don't want to do anything to change it. It's just a shame, man. And American people, we have it so good here, but yet we're bitching and complaining like we got it bad here. It's just, it just blows my mind. It really does. It really blows my mind. But like I said, I don't care who's with me. I don't care. I don't care about any of that. I'm still going to do this. I'm still going to do this. I don't care if there's 1,000 other people that are saying we're not with what you're saying and we disagree and what you're doing. I don't care. I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to spread awareness. I'm still going to stay true to what I'm doing in my life. And see, you got to be like that. You have to be like David and Goliath. You have to be David with the slingshot in your hand, willing to throw that pebble of awareness at all the world, the Goliath of the world. You can't stop doing it. It never stops. It's a lifelong thing. This is where you get your integrity. This is where you get your badge of honor. You see, this is where you get your freedom. This is where it lies, in servitude, in spreading word to other people. That's where it lies at. That is where the thing is. You see, that is the thing. If I said I'm proud of something, which I don't mean a worldly pride. I'm proud of this. I'm proud of this thing. I'm proud of the SBN moniker. You see, but it's not pride though. I'm not a prideful guy. I'm just proud that I know that I'm doing something right. And when I'm angry, it's righteous anger. It's not stupid anger. It's not foolish anger. It's not hatred anger. It's a righteous anger towards things that are going on in our world. Now, you're either with me or you're not with me. I'm not going to say you're either with me or you're against me. I'm not bringing that heat to me. I'm not that dumb to do that. But you're either with me and you're with the word and you're with awareness and you're with activism and you're with servitude and you're with caring about yourself and you're with your health and you're with a change while we can. You're with living your best life but being accountable and responsible, or you're not with that. You're just a part of the huge problem. I'm not saying that you're a part of every problem, but we're still a part of some problem, whether we want to admit it or not. We're here on this earth. It's just how it is, y'all. It's just how it is. I can't be any more honest with people out there. It's just how it is. So this is why I say, come on board with it. You see? And then it's like, it's really crazy how people been acting like I've been begging for money or saying, throw me money come on my Patreon and, you have to go there or I'm going to hate you. See, I'm being so misinterpreted here. It's just people showing their appreciation to this channel. It's people showing appreciation to awareness. It's somebody showing appreciation for someone that is actually putting their time and energy in doing something that nobody else is doing, because nobody else is doing it. Then they get mad when I say nobody's doing it and they're not doing anything, but then they'll say something like, oh, well, you say you're the only one. Yes, because I am the only one doing it. I don't see anybody else doing what I'm doing. I don't see anybody else doing it. And then I ask myself, I know what I'm doing, but then I ask myself, what am I doing? Who am I speaking to? Is this getting through to anybody? And it's like, am I just being ignored, or are people just, is it not clicking? Are they not understanding? And I do have high expectations for myself because I want the best for myself. And see, when you project that, people reflect back onto themselves and go, oh, well, I don't want to do that. So you see what I'm saying? I don't know. I can't explain what I mean. I'm losing train of thought, but it's like my intention for every video is for change, learning, discerning, finding a craft, finding a cope. These videos are the ultimate cope. I call myself the coping master because I am the master of my own cope. I am the coping master. I'm the master of that thing. And if you can't say that with me, then that means that you're not projecting this back onto yourself. You're not reflecting it back onto yourself. You're just looking at me like, oh, well, this guy thinks he knows everything. No, see, you should have the confidence to tell yourself this too. That's why I say you're either with me or you're not with me. It's just that plain and simple. It isn't if you're not with me, you're against me. No, that's not what I'm saying when I'm saying that. It's the plain fact that you are either with helping the problem or keeping the problem the way the problem is. You're either in denial of the problem or you're seeing the problem and you're taking action with the problems in your life and the problems in the world. It's either or. There is no in between with what I'm talking about here. There's no in between. There can be an in between up here. We can disagree and agree on certain things which are irrelevant because thoughts don't do anything. Disagreeing and agreeing doesn't do anything. It's what are we speaking? What are we doing with our lives? What are we talking about? What are we spreading? What awareness are we spreading? And that's what it's all about with me. That's what the SBN moniker is. That's why I have a stamp of approval. I know 100% that the things I say are things that people need to hear, even if they don't think that they need to hear these things. You see? And those who resonate will appreciate and they will help Nate, because really, all they're doing is helping the kingdom of awareness. You're not even giving to me when you give. You're giving to awareness. You're giving to the kingdom of something real, something authentic, something that spreads word, something that serves others, that tells others, that is open, that is honest, that is real, that is something that is down to earth. That's what you're supporting when you give to this channel. I just want people to know that. You're not giving me money. You're not giving me anything. You're giving support to spread the words. You're giving support to the support that is needed itself. That's what you're giving it to. So anyway, I'm going to end it on that note. Yet again, I'll tell anybody, if you're looking for more content, I'll be uploading more content there. Go on the Patreon. There's $3, there's $5, there's $10, there's $20, there's $50, there's $100. I even put $1,000 on there in case there's someone out there that really does have it to give. That money will not be spent for bad things. That money will not be spent on Michael Jordan shoes. That money will not be spent on a steak dinner somewhere. It's not going to be spent for them things. It's going to be spent on refuge things. It's going to be spent on needs. It's going to be spent on equipment. It's going to be spent on something to get the word out, to spread awareness. That's what it's going to be spent for. And then it's like, you say this to people and then they say, oh, you're begging for handouts. Your channel switched up because you're asking for money now. This is completely ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous when people are saying stuff like this. It's because I know that they don't understand. They don't understand why someone like me is asking for support, is asking for money. Money is a tool. I'm not begging people for money. I would be a complete hypocrite if I loved money. If I had the opportunity, if there were all the money in the world was in a stack, and we could say we're starting over right now, we're starting over. No money, no system, none of that. We're just going to help each other, work with each other. We're going to build utopian. We're going to build something worth living for. I would literally throw the clean gasoline so I'm not burning shit in the air like everybody else does, because nobody cares about the air. But I'd be called an environmentalist guy. No, because I care about the air we breathe. I would pour a solvent on it, and I would be the one to throw the match on it. I would go and watch it all burn. And you know what I would say while it's burning? Do you know the word? Do you know what the word would be while I'm looking at it burning? Hallelujah. I would say, hallelujah. Praise the Lord that this money's burning and we don't need it anymore. We can help each other. We can do what we need to do in this life. I swear to goodness I would do that. I swear on my life I would do that. Because money doesn't mean anything. It's a tool to be used to spread awareness for me. It's a tool to be used for things that I'm going to be using to reach out to other people with what I do. Just keep looking into things for yourselves. Keep studying. Be skeptics about everything. Be skeptical about everything. Ask questions until you don't have any more questions. When you are out of questions, that's when you know you have arrived, when you understand that you're like, okay, what other questions do I have? You see, the more questions you have, the less you know. Always remember that. And there's people out here, they have so many questions that they don't even know. But yet when they don't know, they'll just blurt out any old thing and they don't even know what they're talking about. This is the problem. This is the problem I'm speaking about. This is why I get so rambunctious in my videos, because of a lack of knowledge, because of a lack of understanding. Because I know sooner or later, when it comes down to the nitty-gritty or it gets to be a real conversation and I have to confront somebody because of them not knowing something, I'm going to have to say something and it's going to offend them. It's going to do something to get them in some kind of anger, rage because they didn't get it. You see, this is why I need people to know for themselves. This is why I have a high expectation for everybody, because if they don't know and then I have to be the one telling them, then I know they're going to say, oh, well, who are you to tell me? You think you know everything. You think you're better than me. See, this is people playing the victim. This is people playing the negative victim role because they don't know. And then they say, oh, well, everybody doesn't know. Everybody doesn't know things, Nate. You should know things. You should. We should know things. But then people think that I'm being somehow, I'm hurting them, or I'm doing whatever because I'm speaking this way. Because you know what? I care. You know what? I am serious about a lot of things. You know what? I am holding myself accountable. You know what? I do want to see change. Do you out there? Do you out there? That's the question. That's the question here. Or am I just all by myself? Am I on an island of my own here? And if I'm on an island of my own, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to build my own paradise on that island. I'm going to build my own SPN fortress. I'm going to build my own thing that I can be proud of, that I can say, this is my refuge. This is the place where I belong. Now, if anybody doesn't want that, then that is crazy. That is nuts. That's the thing that is like just unbelievable if somebody doesn't want that for themselves. But then I'm forcing things on people. I'm the one that is doing all these things. And I'm speaking this, I'm talking about this, I'm reflecting on myself in this video. I can't speak for anybody but myself. And that's all I'm speaking for is myself. Whether people want to take this upon themselves, whether they want to practice it, whether they want to learn it, whether they want to write it, whether they want to live it, whether they want to speak it, whether they want to hold themselves accountable, whether they want to expose things, whether they want to be open, whether they want to stay where they're at, whether they want to stay in the dark, whether they want to come to the light, whatever they do is what they do. That is their personal meat bag that they have to deal with, just like I got my meat bag to deal with. But I'm not going to let my meat bag rot in a way where it's going to just be so stinky that I do nothing about it. You see, I'm going to tend to the rotting meat bag because we're all going to the same place. It's just a matter of time. But I'm preparing for eternity just in case. I'm preparing my mind, my body. If I do have some kind of soul in this thing, I'm preparing that for myself. I'm preparing a place for myself. You see? So that's my word. The word has been spoken. The truth shall set you free, and the truth hurts those who do not understand it. That's why it hurts. It hurts because you might seem confused by what you don't understand. That's all it is. It's nothing to be in fear of. Fear is an illusion. It's an illusion. There is no such thing as fear. It's just up here. It's an illusion because we're basing our thoughts on something that isn't even real. Our thoughts are not even real things. They are projections that we're projecting out onto the world. You know, I mean, now don't get me wrong. Like when you see me, I'm scared of centipedes. I have a fear of them. If they crawled on me, I'd freak out. Why do I fear them? What makes me fear all those legs? What makes me fear that orangish brown color with them two black stripes on their back and them antennas, and then they got all them legs? I don't know what makes me fear that. I have no idea. But I don't fear the things that I'm talking about. I don't fear spreading truth. I don't fear being honest. I don't fear talking about wickedness and corruption anymore. And that's what I mean when I say on February 28th, something happened to where I made up my mind. I can't explain it to people. If you want to use the word enlightenment, which I don't use, That's the only way that I can describe it, is that I went through this, something happened where it finally broke. The flu finally broke. And I'm not going to call it, I don't like that term. I don't like the term enlightenment or enlighten. I'm not even going to use that. Similar things have happened to Osho, Sadhguru, UG Krishnamurti, J. Krishnamurti. I have had that happen to me in my life. On February 28th, 2023, I had that happen around midnight. And it might even have been February 27th, 2023. I like that date better, but I think it was at like 12 something at night. It just, something finally clicked where I just understood it. I finally got it. I said, I'm free. I'm not in bondage no more. I'm not a slave no more to the conditioning, the programming. I finally broke free from it. It doesn't make me better than you. It doesn't make me more than you. It's still non-duality. It's still the gospel of Jesus Christ. It's still some of what Osho says, no more than the 10 fingers, like he said before. The 0%ers, look, I'm trying to tell people, there are very, very few people that are out of the slumber of what is going on here in our world. And I hate to say that, but it's just true right now. But I have nothing against people because they don't understand. That's why I keep doing these videos. Why else would I keep doing these videos, y'all? Why would I keep wasting my time if I knew that I didn't have something to give to the world so that they can live a better life for themselves? Why would I keep doing this? Why would I keep beating myself over the head with a hammer? I wouldn't do that. I'm not that dumb. I can promise you that. I can promise you that. I've already been in the worst situations possible. I've already been in the best situations possible. I know what both of them are. I know what it is from going from this back to this, to saying, oh no, that's not it. This again. Oh no, this again. Oh, well, maybe. And then this, a little bit of this together. I finally understood that it's all together, all in all, one. It's all in all, one thing. That's what the yin yang means. That's what the black white means. That's what the SBN, somebody but, there's always a but there, a BUT, nobody. That's what the SBN moniker means. It's all in all, one and one. Just because we have these differences of opinions and views and we disagree and agree, none of that means anything. It's irrelevant to what's really going on. What really matters while we're here? What really matters while we're here? And what matters while we're here is refuge, is understanding, is knowledge, is planting seed, is spreading awareness, is getting to the point where we can work and till our own land so that we can say, this is my thing. I'm proud of this thing because it keeps me living. It gives me my needs. That's what I'm going for. That's the whole point of life, is to take pride in the toiling of your own hands, is to say, this is my thing. You see? And I'm not going to get into it because the video is way too long. I did not want to make the video this long. So most people probably won't even get this far because I'm going to put 5G in the description. I don't know. I might put all kinds of words, but yeah, I just know that this is what I am supposed to be doing. I don't want to get rich. I don't want to be famous like the world is famous. I don't want that kind of fame, but I do want exposure. I do want to be heard, and I will be heard. I know it will happen sooner or later. I know it will happen sooner or later. It's just a matter of time, Because see, I'm speaking it into existence. I'm thinking it. I'm thinking the thought and I'm spreading that word. So that's why it's going to happen sooner or later. It's going to be caught up by people that actually resonate with this. And that seed is going to grow into a mountain. That small mustard seed is going to grow into a mountain sooner or later. And I give all the glory to something besides me. I'm not the one doing this. You might think that it's me. You might think that it's me that you're supporting. You're not, you're supporting the cause. You're supporting the awareness. You're supporting servitude. That's what you're supporting when you donate or you give money or you go on the Patreon. You're supporting knowledge. You're supporting learning something. You're supporting giving something to someone else besides yourself all the time. This is what I said. This is why our self-absorption helps nothing. Our self-absorption is killing us. It's poisoning us. Our narcissism is killing us. Can we not see this? So anyway, I'm done. I'm done there. I promise I'm done. So anyway, thank you for watching. Support the channel. If you can't support the channel, like the video, share the video, get the content out, quit living in fear, get it out there. We gotta stop staying paralyzed. You gotta move. You got to get out of that. You gotta break the spell of that. That's the only way. It's the only way is to start exposing things and putting things into the light. You got to get things out of your closet. You can't keep hiding. It's just like when someone doesn't speak to someone and they hold everything in. They turn into a ticking time bomb. Quit allowing yourself to turn into a ticking time bomb. That's where hatred comes from. It comes from because we're not willing to get out of our pride. We're not willing to expose what's going on with us. We're not willing to be honest because we think if we are honest, oh, they're going to think of me a certain way. They're going to judge me. They're going to talk about me. They're going to say this. They're going to spread that. Let them do it because all they're doing is spreading the problem. They're not helping the problem. And that's what you and I need to walk away from, run away from. We got to get away from stuff like that. We got to stop supporting stuff like that. And we got to start supporting something real. That's what I'm saying here. That's what you're supporting, something real. So I'm done. I'll talk with y'all. Thanks for watching. Stay up. Take care of yourself. Look into things. Quit looking for someone to tell you something. Go look into it for yourself. Don't even listen to what I'm saying. Go look into it for yourself. That's all I got to say. Later.